Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the hidden stories in corporate filings. And trust me, this one from GRI Bio Inc. has a little surprise nestled right in the middle, like a hidden track on a great album. Today, we're diving into GRI Bio's latest update, and while it might seem a bit quiet on the surface, there's something brewing, specifically a corporate presentation that tells a story we need to unpack. This isn't a deep financial dive like a quarterly report, but sometimes the simplest updates can reveal the most. So what's GRI Bio up to? Well, they're a company that's been focusing on developing new treatments for diseases. Think about things like immune disorders and cancer, areas where there's a real need for progress. They are doing this by working on something called cell therapy, which is basically using our own body's cells to fight off sickness. It sounds futuristic, but it's a growing area in medicine. Now, the main event here, the reason for this report filing, is this very presentation they've put out. This is essentially their team talking to the world, sharing their latest news and plans. Companies use these kinds of presentations to keep investors, partners, and even the public updated on their progress. It's like their way of saying, here's what we've been doing and here's where we're going. Now, for those keeping an eye on the stock market, you'll know that GRI Bio's common stock is traded on the NASDAQ capital market. This is a big deal because NASDAQ is a major stock exchange, and being listed there means the company has met certain standards and is accessible to a lot of investors. It's like being in the big leagues. Interestingly, GRI Bio is classified as an emerging growth company. What that means is they're a newer company that gets some breathing room with certain reporting rules. It's like when you're starting out, you have fewer hoops to jump through. But, and this is important, they've chosen not to use some of the extended delays for adopting new accounting rules. This suggests they want to be seen as mature and transparent, even though they're still growing. Now, let's talk about what this presentation might actually contain. While the filing itself doesn't give us the content of the presentation, the fact that they've filed it as a Regulation FD disclosure is key. Regulation FD, or fair disclosure, is all about making sure important information is shared with everyone at the same time, not just a select few. So this presentation likely has significant updates about their research pipeline. Maybe key findings from studies or strategic partnerships they're forming. Think about it this way. If they've made a breakthrough in their cell therapy research, or if they've secured a major collaboration with a larger pharmaceutical company, that's exactly the kind of news they'd put in a presentation and then share with the public through an SEC filing like this. It's their announcement to the world. And who's putting their name on this? Vouching for the information. Leanne Kelly, the Chief Financial Officer, when the CFO signs off on something like this, it means the company believes the information presented is accurate and important. It's a sign of their confidence in what they're sharing. So what's the overall story here? GRI Bio is a company in a cutting-edge field trying to develop novel treatments. They're listed on a major exchange, and while young enough to get some regulatory breaks, they're choosing to be upfront with their disclosures. The presentation they've filed is their way of communicating something potentially important about their progress to the public. From my perspective, this filing is less about the nitty-gritty numbers today, as we don't have detailed financials here, and more about the forward-looking narrative. The real importance lies in the content of that GRI Bio Inc. corporate presentation. Has GRI Bio made a significant step forward in its drug development pipeline? Have they announced a partnership that could dramatically accelerate their growth? Or perhaps they've hit a roadblock and are managing expectations? Without seeing the presentation itself, we're inferring based on the context of the filing. The key takeaway is that a company in the biotech space, especially one focused on innovative therapies like cell therapy, lives and dies by its research progress. An update like this, filed under Regulation FDV, signals that there's news they believe the market needs to hear. So what's my take? GRI Bio is in a high-risk, high-reward industry. The success of companies like this hinges on scientific innovation and the ability to navigate complex regulatory pathways and clinical trials. Their classification as an emerging growth company presents both opportunities for faster development and a need for strong financial discipline. The real risk for investors is the inherent uncertainty in drug development. A single trial failure can wipe out a significant portion of a company's value. Conversely, a positive breakthrough can lead to exponential growth. The opportunity clearly lies in the potential of their cell therapy technology to address unmet medical needs. If their presentation details positive clinical data or strategic alliances. It could be a significant catalyst for the company. We need to watch for future filings and announcements to see if this presentation indeed marked a turning point or a positive development in their journey. Is GRI Bio on track to deliver on its promise, or are there deeper challenges not revealed in this summary filing? Only time and their subsequent communications will tell. Alright, that's our quick decode of this GRI Bio Inc. filing. What are your thoughts on their approach and the significance of this corporate presentation? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, smash that like button and make sure you subscribe to Corporate Decoder for more insights into the world of business filings. And don't forget to join our Discord community, linked in the description, where we dive even deeper. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next decoding session.